All right, last week, we blasted Milwaukee Police Chief Ed Flynn for spreading lies about concealed carry permit holders in his crime-ridden city. His liberal, lenient on-crime policies have led to a spike in murders. Instead of taking responsibility, the chief, with no evidence, blamed the rise on CHL holders. It is a ridiculous claim based off of a wild imagination, I guess. Jenn Jacques wrote about this story for BearingArms.com. She joins me now to talk about it. Jen, were you as shocked and bewildered by the chief's comments as I was?
Unfortunately, I was not shocked because he has made many comments to that point that he believes that people like me, legal, law-abiding gun owners in possession of a concealed carry permit holder in the state of Wisconsin, are responsible for his lack of police work in Milwaukee.
All right, Jen, so you are in Wisconsin. You have a concealed handgun license. When he says CHL holders have extensive criminal backgrounds that are conducting all of this crime in Milwaukee, it's not even possible, is it?
It is not plausible. When I applied for my concealed carry permit, my license, that application goes so in depth. It even asks you if you are being investigated for a potential crime. It covers a gamut of issues. And if I had been guilty of any of those, even being investigated, I would not have gotten a permit. But the other thing is, Chief Flynn has failed to make an arrest on 66% of the gun murders that have occurred in Milwaukee this year. So I'd like to know how he came to his little conclusion that these were concealed carry permit holders committing these crimes when he can't even arrest the perpetrators.
So they've got all those people out there walking around, and he's worried about CHL holders when he's got criminals on the streets. I would imagine Milwaukee is just like any other big city. You've got a revolving door of a few criminals who are committing all the crimes in that city. He ought to get a hold of them and hold them accountable instead of law-abiding citizens.
Wouldn't that be nice? He even told the people of Milwaukee who have been protesting the gun violence that they need to focus on helping his department bring people to justice.
Is anybody in Wisconsin holding the chief accountable? We're doing it on this show. We've done it day after day. We've been calling on Chief Flynn to come on this program. He has refused and denied our request to account for this anecdotal evidence that he cites. Is anybody in Wisconsin, the Milwaukee papers, Milwaukee TV stations, is anybody holding him accountable?
We're all trying, but unfortunately in Milwaukee, there is a little group of Ed Flynn and Chisholm and Tom Barrett, and it's really just kind of a liberal stronghold on that city. And unfortunately, the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel, for the most part, is a liberal newspaper. The news media has gotten a little bit better, TV stations, things like that, but literally it's the entire state crying foul against one city. And this city is crying foul against the entire state.
Well, it's great work that you're doing there. Hopefully we can start holding not just the chief, but the local papers as well and the reporters that cover this dribble accountable too. Jenn Jacques, BearingArms.com, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
All right, you got it. And I will tell you, until these mainstream reporters are held accountable, because the chief can say whatever he wants. The problem becomes when reporters go out there and print it as fact. They don't fact check these crazy comments by the police chief and other politicians in cities like Milwaukee. They don't fact check it because they want to believe it. And when they want to believe it, they simply print what they want to hear. All right, I'm Grant Stinchfield for NRATV. Thanks so much for watching. We're back at the top of the hour.